Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Wizardry 8 stream. After a very long while, and also in a different room than I was used to, so you just have to let me adjust my camera a little bit. I hope everything's fine. It must have been like 4 months already since the last stream, and it wasn't even Wizardry 8 back then, it was Wizardry 6. So hopefully everything will work. Well, for today, I have decided I will make a party of hybrids. Let me adjust the game volume for me. Perfect, perfect. I have not played Wizardry 8 for like 8 months at least. I bet. I don't even know how the game works. Anyways, what are hybrids? We have a Lord Valkyrie, Ranger, Samurai, Monk. We can sort of ninja. Don't really want to. Basically, there are 4 types of hybrids, right? Priests, alchemist, mage, and psionic. Ninja is an elite, and priests have 2 of them. I don't really like the idea of going ninja in this party. I will just make 4 hybrids, I guess. Oh, Mr. Hook, how are you doing? How are you doing? So many questions popping up. I hope it's better in Mother Russia. It definitely does not look like it on the outside. Emendrew. Interesting name. Anyways, welcome to the stream. No, I'm not using any mods today. I will just be playing the vanilla game. It has been a while since I did, so I don't feel like thinking too much about the mods. Okay, let's plan the party. I will definitely want to have a samurai, right? What I'm thinking about on a samurai is if I will be using staves or swords. I think I will be using staves. It's like a safer option, right? Let's make a samurai. We need some sort of intelligence race. I don't really want to make Dracon. No. It's not even an intelligence race. A Mook is an option if you go swords, but I don't really want to. I guess Hobbit, Elf, or Human probably, or maybe Gnome. Gnomes are super slow, right? Let me check the races. 20 points, 10 points, 15, 25 Hobbit, but you have low strength. Also the piety is pretty bad, but this is the problem with the samurai, right? You know, I want some low senses. Some low senses race. No matter what I do, I want a low senses race. 45, 40. Elven samurai might be it. 45. Elves are very weak though. Will we just land on humans? I guess we will land on a human. Not as terrible. But we in the West are sort of hoping it is terrible, but yeah, not really working out. Anyways, I think I will go some. Wait, piety or intelligence? Intelligence for better combat development, right? Piety for better, for a little bit more mana, but otherwise no difference. Yeah, I will give him some intelligence so that it goes up a little bit faster, all the magic. Okay, do we make a boy? We make a boy. Let's make Byogu. So we ignore swords, we go for staves, close combat. I'm not sure I want to go critical strike. It's either that or I go ranged, right, at this point. On the other hand, I maybe also go swords and then switch later, right, when I find a bow. Which is going to take a while, probably. Can you get a bow as a random drop? I think you can, or you can steal it from a monk. That's a possibility, to make a monk just for the bow and then steal it for the samurai. In that case, either a bow. Yeah, I will try to go some ranged damage as well. Make the good old Biogu picture. You love hybrid parties? I hate hybrid parties, Mr. Hook. Mook Monk, Andrew. Casper, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been like 4 months, right? And even then, that was Wizardry 6. It's a little bit different kind of people watching. Anyways. Yeah, let's just not think too much about this. Okay, I will definitely want a Valkyrie who is going spears, right? Because spears are like a good choice. What are the stats? We won't allow senses again. So we can go dwarf. The intelligence is terrible, but Valkyrie doesn't really care that much. But I don't really need the vitality of a dwarf. So I guess I will drop the dwarf. You can make a gnome Valkyrie for no reason at all. Yeah, I think gnome Valkyrie is just like the best choice ever, right? I'm going to regret this. We don't need the speed, do we? Oh, we do need the speed. Okay. Yeah, gnome Valkyrie, a terrible choice, but that's what we are rolling with. We have some mythology. Let's go to bow. That's a terrible picture. That's even a terribler picture. Is that even a word? Why do they have such noses? I mean, the nose looks a little bit like a spear, so I guess that's a fitting. That's a fitting picture. How do we name her? Nah, I don't want this picture. Let's go back to the elves. Back to the humans and elves. Let's take Viconia. She can go chaotic. Implement some destruction. You can get a dread spear, right? Okay, second. Gnome lady with a beard. Dennis, how are you doing? Okay, next. I guess I will have to duplicate one of the professions. Unless I want to either take a 5-man party, which is a possibility. I've actually never played with a 5-man party. Anyways, we could make a lord. A lord is probably going to be the sword guy. Sword and a shield. I think we can go with that. The one thing about a lord, it is actually not bad to start as a priest, like a dwarven priest, and then switch to a lord, but I will be going hybrids from the start. I don't really want to spend time thinking about profession changes just because of getting few extra skill points, so I guess I will go like this. In that case, human is probably one of the better ones, right? Give him some piety also for the spell training. Okay, male lord. No dual wielding, no dual wielding. We go close combat sword. I should probably go a shield, but I will also go to a bow to have some points. Well, we have the samurai picture free, so let's take the samurai picture. What's the name of our lord? Right. Let's name him Jesus. If I learn to write properly. How hybrid party works? Terrible. Extremely slow, Casper. Extremely slow. You have basically no magical support at the start of the game unless you go dragons, which I don't. It takes forever until you can actually cast level 2 and level 3 spells. And you sort of play like a fighter party with half damage. But eventually, once you get like rolling, once you get to, I don't know, level 9, level 10, the magic should come up, you should be able to cast the buffs, and then you already have like 2 attacks per round, and you start rolling, I guess. Especially if it's like a full party with enough melee damage. Like the melee damage is not going to be an issue. Just at the start of the game it's going to be a little bit bad because the magic will be missing. So we have a Lord, Valkyrie, Samurai. What's next? So a Ranger is there. I don't want to use a ranged Ranger. I would like to use a melee Ranger. So either I will go Dread Spear or I will also go Staves, but then there is only Staff of Doom as the only option, which also means no bow. I guess Dread Spear is the option. I could also go Swords and give the Ranger the Bloodlust, but Ranger is quite squishy, right? So let's, I mean, in this party. So let's make a Spear Ranger. I'm not making an elf. That's like a another gnome. I sort of like gnomes, but we can make a hobbit. Let's make a hobbit ranger. Two-handed Moog ranger. Dennis, I've been there. I did that, but not today. Not today. Terrible piety for someone who is going to I mean, what is ranger going to cast? Earth? I guess I will ignore fire and water. I will sort of ignore air, so only earth and divine. With a little bit air in the end. I think we are fine with this setup. We also get a lot of intelligence to start with. That's nice. I could also go to 70 senses. I mean, not now, obviously, but for some ranged chance to create, maybe even 80, but he would be too fast. He's already pretty fast, so the ranger is going to be shooting quite a lot. What can we do? No range. We go bow and of course the pole arm, right? I don't think I need any points in scouting. Oh yeah, Mr. Hook, if you don't practice magic, which I will try to avoid, hybrids are terrible. They take so long to catch up because you basically need with some classes level 2 spells is okay-ish, like with the samurai, but with the priests, the hybrids, you need level 3 spells to actually be able to progress, and that's just so bad. And with an alchemist, that's also level 3 spells, but alchemist hybrids can train with alchemist, so that's a plus. So what are we? Are there any male pictures that are still up for taking and not too terrible? Let's check the elves. Okay, let's go back to the hobbits. That's a terrible hobbit. Let's call him Nakmak. Doesn't need to be aggressive, can be cunning, I guess. We will not have any thief character, right? Moog Ranger Giant Sword. I will be avoiding Moog Swords in this playthrough, Andrew. Or is it Mandrew? Got to figure out your name. Okay. So we have a Ranger, Lord, Valkyrie, Samurai. We are missing the Monk, which I'm not even sure I want to play a Monk. Because the magic is terrible. And what will I be using? I mean, I already have the Zatoichi bow on the Samurai. You know what? Let's just avoid monks. Let's just play the non-stealth. I mean, this is also a stealth class. I'm not a fan of stealth classes. They make it too easy, right? Drew from MN. Okay. What's MN? Yeah. So I'm thinking another samurai. Another samurai is sort of bad because only one of them is going to cast buffs. I have a staff, I have spear, I have a sword. I could make another sword character. It's going to lack a little bit at the start, but it will get better. Well, Mr. Hook, Ninja is not a hybrid. Ninja is not a hybrid, Ninja is an elite. Okay, I will make a monk just because I sort of feel pressured to make a monk, and I guess we can make a fairy, whatever. Let's make a fairy monk. They are exactly as bad as it sounds. Actually, even worse. Actually, even worse. The vitality is terrible. Can I make it 12 points? I can. Okay, let's make it 12 hit points and the rest goes into intelligence. Okay, she's going to be a front line because of the stealth. The throwing is too bad, right? I'm missing a good throwing character for the start. Laid back can be. So, HF, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you a lot for welcoming me back. Welcoming me back to the internet, right? So these are the 5 hybrids. We have 2 options, plus some other options I'm not mentioning. Go with 5 characters, 1 hybrid each, or make a 6th character, which is going to duplicate one of the hybrids because we are playing hybrids. I think I'm going with 5. Mr. Hook, yeah, I know Ninja feels like a hybrid, but basically it's an elite. He levels up slowly, right? I want to avoid that. Plus it's another stealth character. Yeah, let's go just 5 hybrids. Let's just go 5 hybrids. Casper, I can do Iron Man, but I'm afraid. Okay, so how's the magic going to go? I would like to have the Valkyrie on the second line. I will start with the monk, go into the samurai. Valkyrie, Ranger Lord. No, wait, the monk is front line. I hate these 5 characters. This is such asymmetry. This is so asymmetric. Okay, I will go differently. I will go Samurai Ranger, Valkyrie Monk Lord. Okay, so I have the frontline characters at the back. I have the back in the front. Samurai Ranger. Valkyrie Monk. Okay. Mr. Hook, it doesn't mean anything else. Elite means you have a different experience table. It basically stands for that you get to learn more skills than other characters, which is sort of true because you are a mix of like 3 classes, right? As a ninja, you are like partially rogue, partially alchemist, partially fighter. As a bishop, you are partially forecasters. Might and Magic 8, 5 characters. Yes, let's do that, Let's go 5. Let's go Expert Iron Man, it has been wished. At least the name is clear. So, how do you play this game? Casper, in vanilla you can only take 2 followers, unless you download fun page, which should already have the function included that you can take more. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you have to download a special build. I found a bow. Okay, so I have made a little mistake. I have not created some characters for the weapons, right? I should have created some characters just for the starting weapons. I should have made another Valkyrie for a second spear. I should have made a real monk for another bow. But I found the bow anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's only the ranger missing a weapon right now, the spear, which I should be able to somehow manage. I mean, I can always recreate the Valkyrie right now. Probably costs a lot of money though. So I will just start like this. The ranger will get some bow action. Make this game a little bit louder. What about RPCs? What about RPCs, Mr. Hook? How do I know? I guess I will decide on the go. I basically have nothing against RPCs, provided they are hybrids, right? So we are all in the front, right, at this point. I play in this mode, that's not good. I don't remember how to play the game. Why do I play in continuous? Okay, looks good. I should probably switch to phased. Are we doing the identifying trick? Just a little bit. Just a little bit to get to 12 or 18 artifacts. Maybe later. Ah, I get bonus scraps. The game is really silent. I want more sounds, come on. Sparkle is definitely a hybrid. Well, what hybrids do we have? We have V, of course. We have Sparkle as a second ranger. We have Tantris as a samurai, right? Oh, I'm sorry you get no game sounds. That's my bad. That's my bad. I forgot to activate it in the OBS. Now you have to tell me if it's not too loud, because it is still set up for the Wizardry 6. But it looks okay. I feel like I'm way louder than the game. RPCs are lame. Yeah, Mr. Hook, I just had to click a button. I just had to click a button to enable the sound from the desktop. I did that, everything's fine. I have no healing, right? I should probably distribute some potions. Isn't it nice when you start with 5 healing potions from the ferry? And I should be able to scout, exactly. Careful, right? I don't want any deaths. So I will rest a little bit for the monk and go inside. The slimes should not be a problem, right? It's about the noxious slime. The question is... I mean, I have high hit points, right? Come on. This is a hybrid party, level 1, really good hit points. Which means I should be able to just jump on the noxious slimes and get my level 2. Man, I don't even know how to move in this game. I guess I will be bumping in every wall in the game. Imagine speedrunning this game for years and then not even knowing how to move. I sort of regret not taking any dragons, right? That would make the early game way easier, but I sort of wanted to add the challenge of not having any magic or magic-like abilities. Leave him be! Oh my god. Just attack someone else, please. Just attack someone else. There are 5 targets. Just attack someone else. Exactly. Mr. Hook, yeah, you are very perceptive. No, I only moved to another room. I was sort of forced. And that's like another reason why I wasn't really streaming. Because where I was before is now our bedroom. And this is like a living room, so it's like used by my wife as well, like watching TV. So I can't really stream here when she is here in the evening. So it was a little bit difficult, right? But I guess I will be doing some like earlier streams similar to today, where I will just like start at, I don't know, 4 o'clock and finish at 6 o'clock, and only on those days when I know that my wife is going to be busy during those hours. And I will probably focus more on just YouTube videos in the near future. Cool shit, how are you doing? Here's an idea. Naked and afraid challenge. We are already the naked challenge, right? You get an amulet. That's cheating. No wait, I didn't do naked challenge. I did started equipment challenge. I guess that was a little bit it's actually the same. Nah, actually naked challenge with weapons and amulets is easier than starting equipment. Because you actually have a weapon, right? But only 2 characters. 2 naked characters. Could be interesting, especially if you would go like for fighters or something like that. Like no stealth, of course. You could go for stealth, but that would make it somewhat easy. Television is killing streaming, exactly, Mr. Hook. Literally. Television kills streaming. Let's jump on the slime. Oops, I lost the whole round. Okay, we can live with that. Good damage already. It's like over 20 already. Is it? It is definitely. It must be so dead. That's when I start missing. Come on. Nice, but the damage is being spread around, so no danger. Book of Light? I have to think twice about who will get it, like honestly. Because it's like a really good training item, training spell.
I'll get it.
Not really on Iron Man, because on Iron Man you can't quick load, but
I'm better now.
still, right? I mean, I don't really care about fire magic at all with this party. Because I have only 2 long-range offensive casters. That's just not gonna cut it, right? So I think magic is going to be more defensive than offensive in this case. So I guess I can give it to the samurai. But samurai only needs to get to 15 wizardry. But then again, samurai needs... can start training faster on level 2. One of the priests needs to get to 30 divinity. That's going to be the challenge. Anyways, still alive. Let's see if we can get the second slime. Okay, 400 XP. I don't think you can get 400 XP just like from these little things. If I kill it without taking any damage, I guess I can go for the slime. That was close. Okay, 1 damage is fine. 1 damage is fine. Can go with that. I mean, the slime does 6 damage max, right? So 13 hit points still guarantees me that I can survive 2 hits. So that's fine. That's fine. Only the monk has a chance of dying, but getting hit with 1d6 twice for 6 hit points is very improbable. So I feel quite confident. Would be nice if I could kill it before it even has the chance to kill me, so... I will take the other route. There have been some ads. This place is always so dark. I mean, whenever you are playing with a party that is like weak at the start, I don't know, solos, right? Or duos or whatever. Going through these corridors is like extra fear. Because you can get surrounded so easily. But, I mean, this party is also not very good, right? I mean, there have been worse parties, but I have no magic, right? I have no access to guaranteed damage. It's like mega random. Wow, this is a very durable one. Come on, we can do it. No damage taken. Okay, we can't. Well, good thing about the Lord is that the damage is basically... it doesn't count, right? Because he regenerated back. And now the Lord is dying. Oh, perfect. But as said, damage on the Lord doesn't count. Everything's fine. Oh, the Ranger also took some. A bullwhip! The beginning of the game is a horror, especially the first time. Well, sort of is, right? I mean, all the random respawning enemies. When you don't really know how the tables work, like the encounter tables. Yeah. I'm honestly thinking about equipping this. Just for the +1 to hit. I can give it to the monk, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, I will. I can put it to the secondary slot. I have some range, right? Also extended range. Sweet pants are 3 armor class. Molecule, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Who can wear this? Basically everyone except a fairy. Okay. You already have one. You have better. You have the same. What? No, this is not an upgrade? Impossible. Let's get few artifact skills. Toasted Estores, how are you doing? And Princess. Really nice to see you guys. Let's go to this. No, let's level up first. Dual wielding whips, no, not possible. You have to download the D4Taste mod if you want to dual wield whips, but don't do it. Just don't. How's the weather in Hessen? It's nice. I mean, 27, 28, sunny. It's acceptable. The weekend was terrible. We had like 37, 38 degrees in the shadow. And as you can see, like from the windows, this is like a window under, this is like a room under a roof, right? It's not 37 degrees in this room when it's 37 degrees outside. Anyways, let's not screw this leveling up. Up. More bows, more staves. Okay, next. Basically strength dexterity on everyone, right? Close combat. Yeah, this is for the future, right? This is for the future. I don't have a spear yet. I can't even like use spikes on a ranger, only spears, but that's okay. The gnome Valkyrie. If you are wondering why the stats are so bad. In Hamburg 18, yeah. I mean, I sort of prefer the weather down here in the south, except on the very hot days, right? Otherwise, it's like quite cold and rainy in the north. So, not a fan of that. Anyways, more pole arms, more close combat, more bows that we don't have. Monk, 40 strength monk. This girl is so bad. Throwing for the future. Yeah, the problem with the throwing is it's going to develop too slowly. I have to equip the darts. No whip for her. I have to equip the darts and I have to train throwing. And it's probably... No, it's better to hit than to dual wield. It's better to hit. Okay. And the Lord, the last one. I mean, another thing with hybrid is you miss up on so much spell training because you can't buff, you can't heal, you can't cure from the start of the game as other classes can, or almost from the start of the game. And there's just so much training during the phase of the game where you usually just throw away your mana and then go to rest. That's another problem of hybrids. I mean, if you have a hybrid in a full party, in like a balanced party, once you start training the hybrid in Magic, you are already in a point of the game where basically you don't really want to rest anymore. And it's just like, it just feels so bad. But with hybrids only, this might... I just have to like play a little bit slower. I just have to take the beginning of the game slower, which I think is fine because, as said, I haven't played this for a month. So this is actually a fitting party to restart the game. Anyways, what are we? Lord, close, sword, bow. The bow may not make much sense because I am going to be using the Bloodlust. But eventually I will probably go for the Fang and just use like a Sick Arbalest or something. 39 degrees Celsius in Texas. Yeah, more or less as here, no? For 2 days. I mean, it was only 2 days. It was only 2 days, so... I basically just stayed at home. Windows closed, all the... Like the windows covered. So that no sun comes in, and I basically did nothing for 2 days. Also, I have to say that in the basement, in the first floor of the house, it's actually quite cool, right? The problem is I don't really have good internet there. Mogo, how are you doing? What are my favorite RPGs after Wizardry 8? Well, the things I played when I was young, so the older games like Baldur's Gate, Fallout, Might and Magic 6. I don't think Might and Magic 6 is such a great game from today's perspective, but I really liked it back then. Yeah, there was 3 games, that's enough, right? Definitely. Like, Baldur's Gate I actually replayed quite recently when the Enhanced Edition came out. I really enjoyed it. I actually played like twice or 3 times. I made like a solo and full party and duo, and I even almost uploaded them to YouTube, but somehow I couldn't be bothered. But I did play them all. I really enjoyed it. I haven't played Fallout for a long time, so probably because I don't have it on this computer. Mr. Hook Dota 2 is not an RPG. It's like, I mean, honestly, Diablo is not an RPG in, like, from my perspective. It's just like an action game. Stop wasting arrows. I guess you can say it's an RPG. I mean, what is not an RPG? What game is not an RPG? I guess card games are not RPG. Mogu, I have not played any Japanese. I know I'm lying. I played the Wizardry online for a while, if it counts. Yeah, it's like completely different games, right? Do you like the 7? I mean, 7 is basically 6 with added restrictions to the classes, to the professions. And I really liked the freedom you had in 6. Of course, it made it like very overpowered, but if you knew what you are doing. But I really like the freedom. I mean, I was a kid, I didn't know what like min-maxing is. I had no internet. I was glad for every piece of power I have been given by the game developers. Of course, nowadays you just Google a build and you know instantly what is good, and it sort of ruins the games a lot. And even games that like want to be like really hardcore and make the character creation very complicated, it's just like in the end you just go to the internet and you Google what a good build is, right?
Yeah, thanks.
And like it just makes no sense. It's like the internet ruined gaming, honestly. at least some kind of games. No hot water in your flat toaster, Stones. Well, that's not good. That's how is that happening? I mean, what has to happen that you don't have hot water in Germany for 4 weeks? Crazy. Wizardry Online was not a good game, Mogu. not a very good game. I guess it depends on your perspective, but I played it a bit. I mean, I enjoyed a little bit the beginning where you could play a lot of solo, but then I sort of stopped. I guess I played it like for 2 weeks, so I guess it's not bad for a game to play it for 2 weeks. Many games that you buy today you play on a weekend because they take like 9 hours to finish, and then you they install them. So I guess playing a game for 2 weeks is not bad at all. Might have even been a little bit longer. But from a massive multiplayer game, you would expect a little bit more than a few weeks. I should be doing the artifact strict, honestly. Doom and Warcraft are not RPG. Warcraft. I mean, Warcraft 3 sort of is RPG. I mean, you are playing, you are literally playing a character or several characters in that game, right? And Doom is an RPG because you are literally playing a guy. You are literally role-playing a guy. It's an RPG. Hybrids could have probably used another balance pass or two, says HF. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, hybrids get better than pure casters at some point, like more useful eventually, but the game is not long enough for that to really happen unless you go really slowly. Like a lot of people go really slowly, and I guess they can really benefit from hybrids. For me, for my playstyle, not really, right? I tend to play quite fast, and the hybrids just don't get the time to develop. Even some of the pure casters take too long to develop. I'm talking alchemist, right? It's just alchemist is so difficult to develop because of like the spells you get. You just don't get the spells to train the realms. But alchemist, you have to be very careful when you play alchemist. Or I have to be very careful when I play Alchemist. I have to like watch out for like what skills I'm actually training so they get to some useful point. Of course Warcraft 3 is a RTS, but it's a role-playing game. you play 3 or 4 or I don't know how many main characters, right? It's like Diablo Online. If you could play 4 characters in Diablo, that's like Warcraft 3, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you have to build a base and stuff, but base building. I mean, so how many games have home and base building? Who cares? Who cares? Posers. I guess the monk can use it. The magic of this game is replay. You mean Wizardry 8 for sure. Trying to be optimal with the suboptimal. I mean, what I really like about Wizardry 8 is it took a long time. It took like almost 20 years until people started to come up with actual data about how the game works. There have been like some few select individuals who knew because they could like read it from the program. But Wizardry 8 is so complicatedly programmed compared to other games that it's like very difficult for like the average programmer to figure out what's actually going on. So it took a long time, and like that, I think that's the magic of this game, that you can't just go online and just check what the optimal stuff is. It's like it's all your personal opinion in the end. That like there is no objective way of saying which party is better than the other, which character is better than the other. It's like, okay, nowadays we have a little bit more data. You could like argue that yeah, strength dexterity better than everything else on melees and so on, but few years back we didn't have that. That was just your personal feeling, right? So even after playing the game like 10 times, 20 times, you had an idea what's good, but you didn't know for sure. And that's what I really like about this game. Like this like it being very difficult when I started playing this game, and me getting better just because I was playing the game, not because I was like looking up on the internet what's good. Because most of the information on the internet was actually really bad. I mean, it's incredible how much bad information, I don't want to say wrong information, just like suboptimal information was available on the internet once I had internet to actually read about Wizardry 8. It's like, what do we do with this? It's the lore for the future. It's like really the magic of this. Mogus, Baldur's Gate 2 and Wizardry 8. I actually like Baldur's Gate a lot. I mean, I like Baldur's Gate 1 a little bit more. But what is good on Baldur's Gate 2 is you can actually start going crazy with magic, right? You have access to a lot of spells, and it can get like very confusing, but once you know how some spells work, and you realize they are actually really strong, you can have a lot of fun with it. But as a kid with like a limited English knowledge, I had no idea. I have no idea about magic in Baldur's Gate 2. What is good, what is not good. So I like to play the Baldur's Gate 1 a little bit more. It was more straightforward. Before this, it all worked on pure faith. Yeah. I guess we are still talking about what's good in Wizardry 8. In that case, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Like some of the bishop guys you could find. I mean, they had the good idea, but I mean, to this day there are people 20 years after the game has been released and played a lot. There are people who will tell you that they have been playing Wizardry 8 for years and the bishop is not a good early game character. I mean, amazing. Even I discovered like last year that Bishop is actually an amazing early game character. It just took me so long. What mouse am I using? This mouse. It has like some extra buttons on the side, but nothing special. It's like so old that I can't even read what... It's Logitech. Okay, it's some Logitech mouse. It has a cord, right? You can wear themed clothes and play role-playing, even Minesweeper. Exactly, exactly. I mean, if any of you know the streamer Kriparian, he is like every year. He is like at the start of the year. He is playing a game of Minesweeper, and depending on how well it goes, he predicts the year, how well the year is going to do, right? So he is basically role-playing Minesweeper. He is playing Minesweeper as a Nostradamus. So yeah, you can roleplay Minesweeper, definitely. And I don't think he even wears any extra clothes for that. Okay, level 3, my favorite level to be on a lower monastery. And upper monastery as well. And honestly, for this party, I think this will be level... No. I can't do Gregor on level 3. I will have to level up. So... I will have to think about it. Probably at least level 4 for Gregor. I mean, it's Iron Man after all. I don't have any squishies, but I don't have any guaranteed damage with spells. Yeah, I might even have to wait until level 5. Oh my god. I guess I will think about it later. Dennis, I actually don't know. I haven't seen it like for the last 2 years. But I'm sure he's still doing it. Anyways, let's level up these characters. Okay, and still bowing, right? Still bowing. Bowing while we can. Yeah, this character is sort of lagging behind in melee because I'm not using any melee weapon. But at least the ranged is fine. So this is a nice level up for the Valkyrie. Very nice level up. Close combat and more bows. Monk, 43 strength, yes, we are getting there. I may even get power strike before finishing this game. But it's not guaranteed, Okay. Toaster the Store started to play Icewind Dale recently. Yeah, it's basically like somewhere between Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. With harder fights, I have to say. Definitely. I mean, when I played Icewind Dale for the first time, I somehow managed. But there were some very difficult parts, right? That was like after Baldur's Gate 2 for me. But I played Icewind Dale recently, like I don't know, for like 3 years ago, the enhanced edition. I didn't play all the way to the finish, but I did play online. With a friend, and it was like 3 characters each, I believe. Or maybe it was a smaller party. Maybe it was 2 plus 2, like 4 characters total. I don't remember exactly anymore. But we got quite far. Anyways, strength, dexterity. And we didn't stop because it got too hard. We stopped because there's sort of... It's like very repetitive, right? Icewind Dale is very repetitive. You just have to be in the right mood for it. Real RPGs are games like Wizardry, Ultima... Yeah, definitely. It's like the true RPG games. Definitely. Diablo, they call it RPG, but... It's an action game in the end, right? You don't really roleplay anything, you just play through the story and you just kill monsters one after the other. You can't change anything about the story, right? I guess role-playing games start where you have some impact, some decisions on what's going on. Even if it's like a small impact, and in the end, like the final boss is the same, but you can choose the way how you get to the final boss. You can choose the story. You can alter the story a little bit. What are we doing? Bow and close combat. And a little bit of a rest. And let's go gather some experience. So I said at least level 4. Yeah, I probably won't level 5, but we will see. We will see. Hey Darlog, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm just replaying like an old game. I'm not really here. This is just like some old playthrough of mine that I just like let play on the screen and just chat with you. With the new classes from Enhanced Edition, Icewind Dale is really great. Ah yeah, the Baldur's Gate 2 classes. I guess. I sort of try to avoid them in the original games. What I probably already told it in the past, but what I really hate about the Enhanced Edition of Baldur's Gate is that they took the weapon system from the second game. And it just like so does not fit into the first game, into Baldur's Gate 1. It just so doesn't fit, and it also messes up some of the characters. Chartil, right? My favorite character of Baldur's Gate 1, Chartil, gets totally destroyed by the Baldur's Gate 2 weapon system. Because someone thought that a fighter with 1 point in sword and 1 point in dagger is like a good fighter. That was a very, very disillusion. What's even the word? Desillusionate or something like that, right? Magu, I have actually never played any Japanese RPG. I don't think it's my style of games. Anytime I see it, I feel like it's probably not for me. But I haven't really done it in the past. Oh, this is not good. But they are far away, we will get out of this. Toaster Wizardry 8 is not repetitive enough for me to stop playing. If it answers your question. Of course it's repetitive. Of course I know what's up. I know the maps, I know the quests, I know the characters. But every playthrough is different. Right? Like, the majority of fights in this game are random fights. Random enemies in random spots. Your party is different each time. It's just like, it's a little bit like Diablo, right? The map is the same, the bosses are the same. Characters vary, but most of the game is random. In case of Wizardry 8, the loot is not random, which makes it a little bit easier because you know, like you can always rely on some items. But actually the best items are set items, right? So you know exactly where to find the best items. But like this mix of set and random in Wizardry 8, it makes it like really not repetitive. I can play this again and again, I have like no problem. And like the difference between playing a small party and a large party, it's like a completely different game, right? So I often after I play a full party, I will play a solo, or I play twice full party and then I play a solo to mix it up. And then I'm so looking forward to play a full party again. I mean, no, it's not repetitive. It's not repetitive at all. Mogu, my mouse is epic, right? No, it's not epic. It was a gift from my wife, so I keep using it. I wish I had a mouse without a cord in the future. Probably Bluetooth or something. I mean, I like the fact that I don't have to care about batteries, but it gets in the way, right? It gets in the way, and sometimes you have to pull, and sometimes this guy gets stuck behind the table. Yeah, for the future. So, I don't have a strong character to actually bash this, right? I have like 60 strength, not even 70 strength. So that's not very good. Well, Toaster, what do you expect? You know the game. I mean, what am I supposed to tell you? It's a very repetitive game, and I hate playing it for 20 years. That's just not gonna happen, right? If Wizardry 8 was repetitive, I would not play it as much. Okay, let's pay attention. The Hunter is a little bit squishy at this point, but the rest of the party is just fine. This is like a Gregor test, right? Yeah, this is not very good. I think I will have to do a lot of training before I actually fight Gregor. Lot of training and few levels, at least one level. The problem on Gregor is the moment he paralyzes someone, I have no heals. There is like no way for me to help that character. So that's going to be problematic.
More stuff. I'll get it.
Okay. Finally we get some bows for our bow party. Not really a bow party, but 4 characters are training ranged combat, right? But I'm level 3, I should be fine. Level 3 is very safe in the Monastery. Very, very safe. So, who wants to use a bow? You want to use a bow? Who wants to use a crossbow? Yeah, I mean, I'm equipping Bloodlust for a long time. I think I will give this to the Valkyrie, but I am missing givers. I have to go find some givers. I think there are some randomly... Not randomly, there are some givers hidden in the Monastery in the parts where I have not been. So I can get some givers there. I look like a young Richard Garriott. I would have to Google him. Forgive me my illiteracy. Oh my god, I came too close. But it's only 6 of them. Roaches are small, so 6 roaches won't even surround me on one of the sides. Yeah, look at that. This is basically 5 enemies in the front. That makes them somewhat dangerous, right? Because they don't surround you, they just give you 5 enemies hitting your flank or something like that. And they can kill a low level character really quickly. HF, yes, that's like the only way, but Gregor can also shoot, right? Gregor can also shoot. And the moment I move someone to the front, because someone in the middle is paralyzed, I have only 3 characters in the front, right? I mean, the 4th character is going to be paralyzed, logically, so I just leave some extended or ranged character in the middle. Yeah, it's going to be like that, of course. I guess that's the advantage of a 5 members party. You don't get to block your whole party just by moving 3 characters to the front. Next. This is so much missed training. Like, after every fight, I could heal, I could buff, I could cast offensive magic during that fight. And then just rest for mana. And it's like I get nothing. I'm only training melee and I'm resting for health. It's like such a waste, such a waste. This is like really the biggest reason why I don't like hybrids. I mean, I already said it, but basically I will repeat it. The hybrids miss so much training during the part of the game when you are actually training, right? And when training is fun, I mean, training in the monastery is sort of fun. Training in the swamp? No. Who's training in the swamp? Right? You train when you are low level. You are trying to get by, right? You are happy for every fight because it's items, resources, experience. You are leveling up very quickly. But once you are level 8, level 9, level 10, fighting sort of... I mean, yeah, you still get resources and training and experience, but you don't really level up anymore that fast, so... Why bother, right? So you are sort of avoiding some of the fights and you just don't get to train, at least the way I play. And sadly that's when the hybrids actually have to start training, right? Like basically 5 levels later. I mean it's 4 levels later, but you can't really cast spells with hybrids when they get their magic on level 5. I can't even pull these fishies. Wait, I will have to... Oh, no. Oh, it's only 4 of them. I can leave this like this. I can leave the party as it is. I sort of expected them to surround me, but fishes are also small. Okay, Booney. Yeah, let's pull her back. Why is she on the side, though? Okay. One down. We are targeting the right fish. The next target is going to be this one, so I have to switch over here. 14 hit points. Richard Garriott is the Ultima creator. Okay. Yeah, no wonder I don't know him. Ultima is a little bit too old for me, I have to say. Back then, like when Ultima was a thing, I wasn't really playing games yet. I mean, computer games. And when I started, Ultima was sort of over already. So I've seen some pictures of the game, but I don't really know anything about Ultima. I have to admit. I mean, the oldest game I ever played was probably Wizardry 6, and I played Wizardry 6 last year. So, yeah. Perfect, we got the fishes. I have to fix this party though. Lord over here. Oh wait, Monk is actually a frontline character. The problem is, right now, not really. Let's put the samurai there for now. Yeah, right now I don't really want the monk to get flanked. I guess actually Ranger and the monk are going to be on the flank right now. Like the characters with either short range or long range. And I have been... Okay, I've been using the bow the right way. I was afraid I am actually fisting. No, I was using the bow on the right slot, so everything's fine. Anyways. We got to the resurrection powder without dying. And I got 2 of them, that's really nice. I guess the Valkyrie and the Samurai. Valkyrie and the Samurai. Let's get a little bit training. Yeah, just here and there a few stones. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, artifacts got to 9, that's nice. I need to get to 18 though. It's a little bit far away. Anyways. Oh yeah, the level 2 crabs. Of course. And then... okay. Almost level 4. I mean, if this was not Iron Man, and I had a full party, I would say go Gregor on level 4. But this is Iron Man.
Enemies?
And I have no magic. Honestly, I don't think I can do Gregor on level 4 with this party. I mean, I can do Gregor, but not reliably. Yay. Let's take it slowly. I mean, these are hybrids after all. So I will be glad for every training I can get. I mean, at some point I will have to start putting points on level ups into magic. Which means every point in weapons I get from actual combat is just so good, right? Do we do... Okay, let's kill this one. Let's kill this one. It's blocking the big crab completely. It's just so valuable. Just look at this. This fight is so difficult without magic. By difficult, I mean long. It's not like they are killing me or something. Why are these guys facing to the left? That's not good. That's not good. The enemy is on the right. I guess I'm not standing properly. Yeah, I turned myself too much to the right. Ranger is Gaben? Yeah, Ranger is Gaben. I'm so glad, Mogu, that you noticed. I mean, I must have even played a game of... Oh my god, oh my god. Played a game of Wizardry 8 where I named this Hobbit picture Gaben. I'm not sure if it was online or not. Those three would never hit the Iron Man button.
I'll get it. Hey, look, I must have dropped that.
Not a buggy game, Toaster, not a buggy game. This is one of the least bugged games ever. A lot of stuff that people call bugs are actually not bugs. Like getting squashed under an elevator, that's your fault. That's not a bug. I mean, of course you can get squashed by a door, but only once. After that you already know. Plus, getting squashed does not kill you, right? Getting squashed does not kill you. Like, honestly, the only thing that can kill an Iron Man party for good is the teleport bug. Where if you only teleport, you eventually fall through the floor. But that's avoidable, and if you know it, you just don't do it, right? Yeah, HF, exactly. It's been figured out, so to say. I might have forgotten the details, but I think it's like if the 20th map transition is through a return to portal spell, then you get the bug. But if you save and load in between, you like reset the counter. So this is the problem, right? It only happens in Iron Man, because in non-Iron Man you usually like quick save, quick load. Those three once fell through a gap in the mountains. Wow. I would really like to know where. I mean, I know there is like one option to fall through the ground in the Ascension Peak, but I haven't even found it, I just know it exists. So it's not exactly easy. Damn Tapper, how are you doing? Dariel Lynch, Orachin mod, Iron Man. Dariel is talking about the Ultimate mod, which I have actually played twice and finished twice. But that's like a total typical Russian hardcore mod. Like, if you are familiar with Russian mods to games, you know they tend to make like super hardcore mods. And Ultimate is a super hardcore mod. It's like, if you want to turn Wizardry 8 into a torturer, you play Wizardry 8 Ultimate. And Orachin says he can play it Iron Man, like the creator of the mod, who of course played it a lot, so he knows about it. He knows how things work. He says he can play it Iron Man, but when I asked him if I remember his answer right, he like got bored at like level 20. So yeah, either he was using some like really cheesy tactics that just don't make the game fun, or he never actually finished. He probably finished Iron Man in one of the earlier versions, but I would really like to see the Ultimate mod in the latest version played Iron Man, like successfully played Iron Man. I'm not sure you can do it unless like you really only cheese everything. Scorpy, you can fall into rank base near portal if you teleport in and experience the teleport bug. Yes. Otherwise, I don't think you can. Toaster, good. I mean, there is no reason to play Iron Man, right? There is no reward, there is no achievement. You just play not Iron Man, and if you don't want to load, then don't load, right? It's like absolutely okay. I don't even know why this is an Iron Man. It shouldn't be Iron Man. I don't think I'm ready for an Iron Man. The real, yeah, exactly. 2 or 3 people finished it. And one of them is Orachin himself. I think I was like the first guy who finished it who was not Orachin. Oh my god. And I'm not even sure someone else finished it afterwards. At least, I don't think... I mean, on Orachin's Discord, no one posted last time I checked. So, yeah. I mean, it's like, I would really like to show you the mod, because it's like really hardcore, but... It's like, you save and load a lot. It's like, really, it's a Russian hardcore mod. Crazy. A lot about fixing the party. Actually, is this so bad? Let's go like this, though. On the other hand, this is better for now, right? We have the extended range guys over here. Samurais is also extended range. But then again, I want the extended range guys in the middle, right? Yeah, let's go like this. Valkyrie is also extended. Let's go like this. Tanks on the side and core in the middle. And I have to make sure I don't open up the left flank. And if I do, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. HF, exactly. Like, you can exploit this game a lot for bugs. I mean, come on, look the speedrun, right? Just look at the speedrun. But that's like not something that you would do while playing the game normally. And it's not something that would break the game for you, right? It would like make you have to stop playing the game because it's just broken. These are bugs that just like exploit the game to do things you are not supposed to do. But when it comes to like game breaking bugs, aside the teleport bug during an Iron Man game, There might have been some bugs in the previous versions, I guess, but nowadays? I don't know, like... I just don't know what bug I should complain about. Honestly.
Something stirs.
Our enemies are
Hitting the button. I wanted to think about what you are talking about, Ultra. You have to specify. Mail of Snail. Hello to Russia. Wizardry 8 has such a huge and great fan base in Russia. It's like amazing. Like most of these older games do. Like games that are actually good in their core, right? It's like the Russians just love them. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, level 4, but I will save it for later, definitely. Oh, Dariel, you have been on the Discord. Oh yes, oh yes. Well, Dariel is talking about the ultimate mod. It's like still in the testing, sort of, like in the beta. So I have been testing it a bit, and I have found a bug in the mod that basically allows you to aggro a lot of enemies at once, and then use an in-game cutscene, which exists in the Wizardry 8 as well. You probably know it, right? When you teleport, when you finish the game, and when you are about to go to the Cosmic Forge and you start the cutscene, if you are in fight, you stop the fight and everything dies. Right? So I did that in the ultimate mod, where the map is like full of enemies. There are like tens, maybe hundreds of enemies on a map, especially on Ascension Peak. And if you like wait/rest in a clever position where enemies cannot reach you, they will just stack up on each other and wait for you to move. And I have stacked like 100 enemies, and then I started combat, teleported to the insta-kill, and I got like billions of experience. I also killed my whole party except one character. So I got like billions of experience. I made a screenshot and it made everyone quit the game. Because they were like, what? Yeah, I wish you knew what I was talking about. Anyways. Like the rest knew what I was talking about. HF, dung beetles in the swamp are pretty bad bugs. Yeah. Dung beetles are very, very scary. You have to be careful with them. Like in the sea caves, it's not a problem because you usually fight one at a time. But if you get jumped by them in the swamp and you are still a low level, oh, they will trash you. They will trash you so hard. Mogu, I am not German. I just live in Germany, but I'm from the Czech Republic. I think I was talking about some quirrels over there, which I still need. Oh, Toaster, that's what you mean. I thought you mean like some quest button in the game, where you click it and something may happen that can theoretically kill you.
Hey, look.
Okay.
More stuff.
More stuff, where is it? More arrows, more arrows. Actually, just take them. Correct. So, I would love to get to 11,200, right? Ah, this will help. 2 noxious slimes, a really good experience, right? I mean, that's why I really like staying on level 3 in the Monastery. because you have the highest chance of getting noxious slimes, which are low level and give a ton of experience. For some reasons I don't see it. Yeah, here it is, here it is. It's a lot of experience, right? And once you hit level 4, you start getting harder enemies that give less experience, and noxious slimes have like a lower chance of spawning. So you make the game harder, you make the leveling harder, and you just cry unless you have a good party. Dariel, in the ultimate mode, some enemies I wasn't even able to kill. I mean, you are sort of not supposed to play the ultimate mode all the way to level 50 and killing the level 50 enemies, but they exist, right? Just imagine a Wizardry 8 mode where you can level, when you can actually level, and you get actual enemies that are very challenging still, actually even more challenging than the rest of the bosses, all the way to level 50. That's the ultimate mode for you. But generally, I guess you are supposed to finish at around 40, maybe even before 40. I think Orachin was like, he would like to finish the game at like level 36, 38 maybe, if I remember correctly. But the final fight is just too hard at that point. I guess level 40 is like the first... You start to get comfortable at level 40, but it's still very hard. Still very hard, right? I think my second party went all the way to 42 or something like that. I don't remember. But I was definitely above 40. Mogu are from Spain. I was like, is Mogu from Japan? Talking about JRPGs? I actually learned Spanish for like about half a year, but I've forgotten everything. It's like, oh my god, it's like almost 20 years now. Well, not almost, like 18 years, wow. Oh, very nice, that's a lot of experience, but also very hard fight. Ariel, you are 46, wow. I guess you get to explore most of the game then, like most of the bosses, and actually fight them. Oh, Green Demon! How are you doing? How's my day? My day is great, I get to stream Wizardry, what should I say? I mean, my wife is on a work trip, so I have like a free house. So I decided, if I ever get back to streaming, like when but not now, right? So here I am. But in the coming days, coming weeks, we will see. I already said it at the start of the stream. I will either start doing like a YouTube series, or I will try to stream at least once a week, but I will have to check when I can actually stream. Because I am in the living room right now, and I just don't get the privacy as I did in the room where I have been before. I can do this extended range, right? I mean, the Lord is not participating, but it's probably better. I have two extended range characters, a ranger who is shooting anyways, and a monk who, well, I guess gets to train some throwing. Damn, that should have been a kill. Still not a kill. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is ranged now, this is too far away. I will try to get to extended range and see if I can do more damage. If not, I can always hide behind the corner and see. Yeah, no, it was okay, it was okay, it was okay. I got there. Green Demon, and how's your day? By the way, I have started learning how to drive a car. I started working on my driving license, and I had a lesson today after a 3-week break because the lector was on a holiday, and it took me like half an hour before I remembered what I'm actually supposed to be doing. It was really interesting. And then we started with parking. I guess I managed. Okay, so what's the situation? Yeah, this is not good, but it's half dead, so I guess I can just rush it. Use it as a block.
I spot new victim.
Not really as a block, right? This can still shoot. 15 hit points, no, it's 13 hit points. A little bit scary, but we should be fine. Yeah, it is a block after all. At least for one turn, not even that. Will you stream the Russian torture mode? Maybe one day in the future, Damn Tougher. Maybe. But it's like a... The problem with the ultimate mode is that it takes a long time to finish. I'm talking... 100 hours at least? I mean, it's like really long, and you can't make it shorter. Like, you can play faster, but you can't skip parts of the game, you can't skip fights, you have to keep fighting, you have to keep grinding experience and items, and it just takes forever. And if I would stream it, I would have to stream it for like a year, right? Like, just imagine, once a week for 2 hours, 100 hours, year is gone, right? So, I'm not sure if that's like the best idea ever. Anyways, Shaky Johnson, how are you doing? Thank you. Whatever that means. I guess that means I get shown on your stream. Not a Twitch specialist, I have to say. Anyways. No level up. It's too early. I'm getting confused. What am I doing? I still need like a 2000 experience. I'm resting. Yes. And then back to fighting, back to grinding. Well, Shaky Johnson, I've been fine. Minus all the pandemic and the recent events. I've been fine. Can't really complain. I guess. I mean, I thought the pandemic is over already, and my neighbor's son just got the COVID, so it's just not over. It's just never over. Crazy, right? 2 years later. And D40, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. What am I doing? Looking for enemies. Okay, let's look for enemies. I'm thinking about too many things at once and I forget what I'm actually doing in the game. Mogu, you want to learn German? No, stop. Don't. German is terrible. I hate German. But I have no choice, I had to learn it. Yeah, D40 also started the Wizardry 8 playthrough recently. And he's actually playing in the native 4:3 resolution, so he's no longer stretching the screen.
Hey, look, I must have dropped that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the book. How probable is that? Well, after 8 months, I guess 100%. Mail up Snile, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, Russia is a troublesome place lately. But think about the positive side. You get to try all the Russian original copies of Western products. Like the Russian McDonald's, Russian Coca-Cola and stuff like that. It's coming, it's coming. I think it's going to be hilarious, and I would not want to miss it. If I was a Russian. I wouldn't mind missing everything else, but I would not want to miss that. Just to have a laugh. Thank you, Maylab Smile. Card! Ninja is not a hybrid. Ninja is an elite. It's like a bishop. Ninja is like a bishop, right? We need to find more enemies, though. Otherwise, I will never level up. I'm really getting close there, right? Card, I guess you are there from... sorry about that, but I just forgot the name and don't want to say it wrong. And I lost it. Yeah, Shaky Johnson, of course, of course. Of course. I guess you are from Shaky Johnson's, while... Because not while. While is German, right? Mogu, while. Because I normally don't get that much Twitch traffic. I'm happy for everyone who enjoys Wizardry 8 to join on the stream. Oh my god, we got a ranged slime. Where is it? Where is it? In the back, okay. From the US, Shaky Johnson. To be honest, I don't know what's worse. Russia or US. I mean, at this point, US is probably better, but if you get Trump again... You are in for some fun, that's for sure. I guess, yeah, the range slime is ranging. That's okay. It's not very good at hitting targets, at least that. HF, elite XP requirements, but nothing that actually makes it elite? Why not? You get rogue skills, you get fighter skills, you get magic skills, you are an elite. Right? I mean, locks and traps make it elite. It's basically an alchemist. It's basically a ranger with locks and traps. And that's what makes it elite. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind playing ninjas in like these hybrid parties, or as a hybrid, but I didn't want to diversify the experience requirement really. I wanted to stay like on the same level with all characters. HF, I know, right? German and Spanish. Well, at this point I have to say German because I can speak German better than Spanish, but Spanish is definitely a little bit easier, I guess. I mean, Spanish also has a little bit more difficult grammatics than English, that's for sure. But I think it's a little bit easier. Yeah, I think Spanish is a little bit easier than German. And also sounds better. And it also uses a lot of words that you may know from Latin, or if you know Spanish words, you suddenly understand a lot of Latin and Italian. It's just like, it just feels more useful. The problem with German words is, if you learn the German words, you may understand some Netherlands words, maybe a little bit better, like Norway, Danish. It's just like, it's like not so useful, right? Spanish just feels more useful. German is really only in Germany and Austria and Switzerland, and that's it. And then some like villages in the Southern America where like Germans emigrated after the, or maybe even before the World Wars. After the World War, it was the wrong kind of Germans that emigrated to Southern America. Spanish has a lot of common with English, right? I mean, not that much, but it's like not completely different. At least from the point of view of someone coming from a completely different language family, I think Spanish has some stuff common with English. I mean, German too, of course. But English is, of course, easy. I mean, what should I say? English is like the easiest language on the planet, and I still can't speak properly. Yeah, enough about languages. Auto penetration. It's not backstab. Like D40 is right. Auto penetration is not backstab, but it's super strong. Auto penetration is super strong. It's basically auto hit. It's like casting spells like shurikens on a ninja. It's like casting energy blast, right? And you can dual wield it. You are like dual wielding energy blast on a ninja. It's like Skyrim, dual wielding spells, right? Okay, got some Seekers. I was hoping for more Noxious Slimes, but Seekers will do. And yeah, I'm still missing 1200. Like, the Czech accent sort of makes it easier to understand foreign languages, because in Czech you sort of pronounce everything properly, right? Like, just every... Like, I don't know how to say it properly, but like... I'm like I'm not swallowing letters, right? It's just like the same in German. When I speak German, then foreigners understand me better than actual Germans, because I'm actually pronouncing the letters. And I know it's basically wrong, right? It's basically wrong, but it makes it easier to understand. So as long as I don't screw up the pronunciation too much, I guess it's fine. Yeah, silent letters is a problem. I mean, I'm trying, right? I'm trying. In English, it's a little bit... In English, it's a little bit different, because in English, you very often pronounce completely differently than you write. But in German, in Czech, you pronounce... The pronunciation is based on the writing, so everyone who knows how to read in German can pronounce correctly, because there are no tricks, right? If it's written, you can just read it. You may not know what the word means, you may not never heard it, but you can read it properly, right? But Germans still often swallow letters, and of course speak with accent, not accent, in like a dialect, and that's what makes it difficult, right? The dialect. That's just what makes Germans not understandable to foreigners. Even though they have learned German for years. And then you just go to Bayern, right? Or even to Austria, right? Austria is terrible. And suddenly you realize you don't understand anything. Mogo, go to Czech Republic to drink beer. It's cheaper and often better. Maybe not in Prague though. Prague is a little bit more expensive. Okay, Noxious Fury. Okay, only one, but one Noxious Slime is also better than nothing, right? I mean, what HF means that it doesn't scale is that the thrown weapons don't really get good damage, right? You just don't do good damage with thrown weapons. Once you reach the stage of the game where you can actually reliably hit with melee, so the auto penetrate loses the benefit, right? I mean, it is still good against like some hard to hit targets, that's for sure. And yeah, it can crit, so it's very nice, but once you are like, I don't know, level 15, 16, and you can just hit everything with melee, with good weapons anyway, then auto-penetrate loses a little bit of its strength, right? But at the start of the game, and even against some like difficult bosses when you are a relatively low level to them, auto-penetrate is king. It's like a little bit forgotten ability, like a lot of people don't really care about it, don't play around it, but you can do a lot with auto-penetrate. Actually, if you have seen my Don Barlone speedrun, I have basically made a low level ninja party, 6 ninjas, and I went to Don Barlone, the probably hardest to hit enemy in the game, except Nessie with Body of Stone, of course. And I destroyed Don Barlone on like, I don't know what level, what level was I? Level 5? Level 3? Level 4? I was like super low level and I destroyed Don Barlone, right? Auto-penetrate. It's just so strong, like do not underestimate auto-penetrate. If you are playing Wizardry 8 and you have a ninja in your party and you have a feeling the ninja is not really doing well, just give him thrown weapons. Just give him thrown weapons and use the auto-penetrate and he will do his share. Eventually, of course, you will like you will just not do the damage, right? You will not do the best damage eventually. But at that point you should have access to like a relatively good weapon and hopefully you can just make up for it. Probably like the ninjas have a problem, like same like in Wizardry 6, right? Ninjas just don't have that perfect weapon that you will want to equip and play with. But you can always give ninja the Staff of Doom, and yeah, you forfeit the throwing, but at that point it doesn't really matter, and you just hit stuff with Staff of Doom, and you are still doing great, right? Still a great character. But until that, throwing. Just abuse the auto hit. Perfect. Anyways. Vepřové koleno. Okay, Dariel. How many languages do I know? Well, I know a lot of languages, but how many do I speak? Well, I speak Czech, which basically means you can also speak or at least understand Slovak. I can't really speak Slovak, but I can understand Slovaks and Slovaks understand my Czech, so it sort of counts, right? It sort of counts. And of course German and English. Otherwise, I don't really know languages. I'm not a big fan of languages. I'm a fan of grammatics, but I'm not a fan of languages. Anyways. Not even 200 experience missing, and then it's Gregor time. I could actually just go for the roaches up there. But I don't want to disturb Gregor. I want to keep Gregor where he is. So let me just do another round here. One fight probably, maybe two if I get unlucky. And it's Gregor time. Daryl, you killed Don Barlone in Vanilla on 7-8 level with Elemental Superman. Yeah, you have to use the Kent Elemental, right? That's absolutely possible. That's still several levels later than a ninja party. Still several levels later. Plus, you actually have to be good at throwing, otherwise you can fumble the elemental, right? Can you fumble the Kent elemental or not? I don't remember. I'm actually so unsure if you can fumble Kent elemental, or at least like that it just doesn't work. It will not backfire, but you can fumble it, right? Thank you, Maylaf Snile. Yeah, I love laughing on the stream or even on YouTube videos, but on the stream it's like even better. Anyways, let's just get that final fight before Gregor. If I don't find anything here, I guess I will just trigger the roaches. That feels like, yeah, let's just trigger the roaches. I mean, what's the problem with that?
I spot new victim.
Ninja feels okay if you play like it's supposed to be played. Solo, okay. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Ninja feels really good in solo, after a while. But I'm not sure I'm supposed to be playing Ninja solo. Okay, Mogo, have a nice day as well. Solo, yeah. I mean, solo ninjas have been known. I mean, okay, I need Wizardry 6, Wizardry 7 expert. Is solo ninja a Wizardry 8, Wizardry 7, or Wizardry 6 thing? When did it start? It's at night. I guess somewhere in Japan it's night already. Yes. Okay. Let's not die, let's not die. I have to keep watching my hit points. Ranger is in the middle, so should be fine. I'm spreading damage for some reason. Yeah, that's when you are reading chat, then the fight is actually somewhat challenging. Meaning that you can actually lose a character here. I should not be reading chat in these fights. I don't mean Iron Man. I don't mean Iron Man D4T. But a solo ninja. Just solo ninja. I'm pretty sure solo playthroughs have been done in the older Wizardries. On the other hand, why would you do that? I guess for the levels. So, this is enough experience for, yeah, this is enough experience for level 5. Oh, East Russia. Oh my god. Russia is so huge. So incredibly huge. It's amazing. Russia should be like the #1 world superpower, economically strong. It's just like oversized gas station, right? Yeah, missed opportunity there, I'm sorry. You could do solo ninjas in 6 and 7 with a safe scum. Yeah, I guess. I mean, in Wizardry 6 and 7 you can get destroyed so fast with enemy spells, right? Okay, I can get it. I get it. I get it. Video canal. Okay, there's no name. It's just video channel. Is it Bantori or Gantori? Yeah, my Russia is just so rusty. Anyways. Yeah, class changing in Wizardry 7 and 6, 6 and 7 is super overpowered, right? It basically resets your character, but you keep all the spells. I mean, you need to get some levels before you can cast them properly again, but you keep all the spells. You train, and you can cast the spells better based on your own, on your current character level, right? So as a fighter, you can cast mage spells like max level mage. Is like so overpowered. I guess you back like that's like what the games were back then. You had more options, and it was up to you because like the game developers knew you will never go to internet and start searching for the best builds. You just have to get through the game somehow, and like they felt like they have to give you more potential power. Also back then people like were not used to the games, like people didn't know how to play games. So everything was automatically a little bit harder back then. Nowadays, like, if you have already played games in the past, games are just so easy, right? If you've played games in the past, it's like so hard to make actually difficult game that also sells because it's playable by people who have not played games in the past. Anyways, Gregor time. Gregor time as the big finale of today's stream, I guess. I mean, I can play a little bit longer, but... Oh, you watched the Might and Magic 10 Legacy Solo Shaman. That was super hard at the start, but then I got immune to everything. It sort of made it somewhat easy. Yeah. Anyways, let's level up. Let's kill Gregor. And let's see what comes next. Yeah, I don't really like these levels. This is like so weak. This is still so weak. I don't even have 30 points in the weapon. I mean, I get another level up, but still. I have to start putting points into magic now. Okay, Energy Blast is a no. I'm never going to use magic. Okay, what do I expect from a mage? I expect Missile Shield, I expect Enchanted Blade, I expect Whipping Rocks / Knock Knock. Well, not even Whipping Rocks, Knock Knock. So I should focus on these 3 realms. I will be training a little bit with Light, this way or another, when I get it. Sleep and Terror. Especially Sleep. No. Especially Terror, because it's long range. Have the advantage you can train it on enemies that cannot react, which makes it a little bit easier to train magic, especially in Arnica, right? I mean, I already killed the roaches in the monastery, but in Arnica I can train with sleep. And because I want to focus on these 3 schools of magic, I will grab the sleep. I will not be casting it. I will just put points into Wizardry right now. In the coming levels, I will start putting points into the realms a little bit. But right now, my problem is killing enemies, and I cannot do it with magic, so I have to focus on the weapons still. And once I get a little bit better at that, I will start putting points into realms. HF, that's a possibility, right? I guess I will just go straight against Gregor. I will give me an extra round for ranged attacks, but no tricks, right? No tricks, no big tricks. Okay, bow. Yeah, I almost feel like increasing ranged combat here to have just like the minimally better chance of hitting him. It is very possible I don't even get bonus to hit by increasing ranged combat right now. Because it's such a negligible difference, right? But I will do it just for this one level at least. Okay, more strength, more dexterity. Okay, what about the ranger? I mean, the ranger can train with healing a little bit, like not really because it costs a lot of mana. I can also heal with train with stamina, but I want to leave water to the Valkyrie, so Valkyrie will get the stamina book. And probably healing as well. I could also go for sleep, but from a ranger, I only really want these 2 schools. Death Cloud, I'm not even sure I will ever get to the point where I will cast Death Cloud. So I will leave RB for now. Yeah, let's go with heal wounds. I mean, itching skin is not bad because even if it backfires, you don't really care, right? Yeah, I will go like this. I mean, with an alchemist, I can get to... Once I get 15 alchemy, I can start mixing potions. I can get to 30 alchemy, and then I can start casting like Knock Knock or something, or Whipping Rocks, or even get to 45 alchemy. But right now, Yeah, let's grab the heal. It's probably the most useful spell. Okay, next one, Valkyrie. Exactly, Male of Snile. Gregor the Buck is from the Metamorphosis. English transformation, right? So what are we doing? Pole arm close combat and a little bit bow. And once again... Okay, spells. I will get the stamina. I guess I will try to cast Bless with the Valkyrie. Bless cannot backfire. You can cast it every fight. And yeah, it's very expensive, which is bad. You don't get that many casts. But I will train Divinity with stamina on the Valkyrie. So I will go Bless on the Valkyrie. So Polearm, Close Combat, and Divinity. And the Lord. Level 5 should honestly be enough to kill Gregor. We got swords. Oh, I'm actually dual wielding. I have to undual wield. I need to equip a shield. I have to unequip the second weapon for the fight. And a bow. And more strength, dexterity. I so wish I was level 6 at this point. Okay, so what is the Lord going to do? Lord doesn't care about magic that much. Magic will be covered, like the priest magic will be covered by the Valkyrie. I would still love to give the Lord some training. I mean, Divine Trap is available at 15 divinities, so we just need to get there somehow. And I guess it's going to be just through levels. So I will just give him the heal, and I will heal when I can, and the ranger can't. Yeah, let's go like this. And I just get to 15, get to 30, and then I can just cast normal spells. But focus on swords. Yeah, this has to go. Why am I having the dagger? That is probably the worst decision ever. Do I have any shields? I have no shields. Anyway, stamina goes to the Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
The light goes probably to the mage, because mage is more important than the ranger. And I can start training with the light.
Blessed.
I can actually start training with the light right now. Here we go. Oh yeah, one more level on the monk. Actually, 2 more levels on the monk. Almost 50 strength too. So simple. I will actually be throwing... Nah, I'm not a ninja, I'm a monk. Damn. Bless is very nice early HF, absolutely. But you have to be able to cast it. And Valkyrie on level 5 is not even able to cast Bless properly. Anyways. Dariel, so triggered. When on hybrid class, I don't cast spells on 7 power level with 100% chance of success. Ultimate mode. Can anyone in the ultimate mode cast any spells on power level 7? I mean, you need to have for the cheaper spells, you need to have your bonus. Some bonus skill from an item. I think you need some bonus skill from an item. Dariel. Like for casting spells, even in Unmod Wizardry 8, Realm is more important than the school. So in a mod Wizardry, if you can find items that give boost to a Realm skill, then you greatly increase your chance of casting spells. More than you get from increasing Wizardry, Divinity, and so on. Anyways, dexterity, almost 50 strength. And what are we doing here? On a monk, I don't care about anything. I guess some insanity eventually might not be bad. Charm, I guess you can buy. I will grab the heal. No. I will not grab the heal. I will use the Book of Healing. I guess on the monk I will try to get some mental and air mana. Air mana doesn't actually matter. Some mental mana. So let's just grab the mental spells. I will go with Charm because I can just cast it on a random guys and get some training that way. Thoughtful Gaming, how are you doing? I'm the real Byagu, yes. Maybe it's easier to take Gregor to the merchant and watch him get killed. Haven't I done it in some playthrough? I must have done it somewhere. It must have been the ultimate. And I think I lost the Bourse like 5 times before he was able. Or no, it must have been some of the solos. In some of the recent playthroughs, I swear I tried to drag Gregor to Bourse. And I had problems keeping him alive. Okay, extended range, exactly what I wanted. Please do some damage. Please do some damage. Someone do damage. Someone. Okay, 10. You know what's bad? I actually see the hit points. So I see how bad it is. Haste? Oh yeah, you are right. There is a haste potion somewhere. But no, I have a scroll of haste. Yeah, I should have tried to use it. I should probably try to bless. Nah, this isn't going to work. Go, Gregor, go. No, Gregor. Stay put. No paralyzes. Okay, no paralyzes. I also didn't distribute potions. I only have 1 light healing on everyone. It's just so bad. Okay, 87. I need a mental break right now. I need a mental break. This is so bad. Expert Gregor versus hybrids. Here's the poison. Here's the poison. The hardest fight of Wizardry 8. Sort of, yeah. Gregor will kill Jesus. Yeah, okay, poison is gone. Poison is gone. And Lord can regenerate. Even from 11 hit points. I might try to heal here. Next turn, of course. Okay, Jesus is gone. Is it worth it to recover? No, it's not. Just kill. I will try to reduce the chance of Samurai getting hit, but it's only next turn, right? So this has like no effect right now. I would love the Valkyrie to survive and be able to resurrect, so I will go like this. Oh, it's a stun! Okay, Jesus will try to come back from that. He is back! What is he doing? Okay. Unconscious again. It was stamina unconsciousness, that's why he recovered so fast. Okay, Jesus stayed true to his name. Came back from the dead. Oh my god, healthy again. It's going nicely, Thoughtful Gaming. You are right. Well, that's the power of the hybrids. They are sort of hard to kill in the early game, right? They have a lot of hit points. So this party is actually very defensive. I have very loud damage, but I also can take a lot of damage. So everything's fine. Anyways, next hard fight. Go.
Follow me to victory.
Okay, Max Terror. Here we go. Party's gone. Hybrids are so strong that they can kill Gregor with only 5 pairs. Oh my god. Okay, the monk is still there. Why is it spamming terrors? Okay, we are back. It's only low level spells. They don't last long. Here we go. And Coax, nice to see you too. What have I just done? When was the last time I played this game? Oh my god. Falling. I can actually equip all these, right? I don't have to think about it twice. Just equip. This could be a beanie. Yeah, I have to be careful there. But otherwise, I can just equip this stuff. Go. The statue already healed me. That's the problem. I already clicked it. Anyways, everything's fine. What's the plan? Level 5, go to go to Rapax, loot the map. Exactly. No. The plan is to get the hell out of here as soon as possible so that I don't get high level spawns. And I'm already in the upper monastery. So I will loot the map, I will talk to boors, I will rest before the bugs, and I will just get the hell out of here. Just try to avoid everything that spawns after level 4 in the lower monastery. You can get some very, very nasty spawns. And I should probably distribute some moderate heals. Just in case. How many? 3 of them. Very nice. So I got 5 out of 6 maximum possible powders. So that's very nice. Average is 4, I guess. Road to Arnica is going to be tough without any kind of area of effect. It's probably like the thing I'm afraid of the most. I will probably have to stay on level 5 just to be able to survive Arnica Road. Which is another thing that's just so bad about hybrids. If you stay on a low level with your party to like try to make it to some safe place, you spend a lot of time of the game playing on a level where your hybrids can't really cast spells or have only one spell and like minimum mana, so you get even less training, right? Anyways, what do you have for sale? I don't think I need anything. I should have enough ammunition to get through the road, right? I mean, stink bombs are not bad. Stink bombs are a form of area of effect. And the monk has some training, like the monk is still missing some points in throwing, and I'm not going to put it there. So I will not be buying. Scroll of Magic Missiles is only power level 2. It's better than nothing, but this is just way stronger. I mean, this is not bad damage, but I guess I will just pass. I will just keep the money. Rapier I have on the Lord already, so that's nice plus hit. Buckler Shield, just 1 armor class. I guess I will pass. Let's just sell some stuff to him. Let's keep the potions just in case. Plus for the alchemy, of course. Do I have a bow here? Yes. Bow. Perfect. Level 5 is optimal for most all the maps for easy spawns after Monastery. Arnica Road is actually easier on level 3. It's also easier on level 4. The problem is with level 4, you the other maps are quite hard on level 4. Like level 5 is optimal, like easiest for like the Northern Wilderness and the Martin's Bluff, but not for Arnica Road. For Arnica Road, you can actually go there on lower level and have an easier time. I'm not sure if level 3 or level 4 is easier on Arnica Road. Let's get rid. Steel helm. Let's keep that. Let's keep that. Let's keep shoes. Stamina I can use for training, I guess.
Come back and
Yeah, but of course, killing Gregor is tough. I mean, I usually kill Gregor on level 4 if I have a balanced party. But with a unbalanced party, it's quite difficult. So that's why I go all the way to level 5. Just because Gregor. Otherwise, I would stay on level 4 for Lower Monastery and for the Arnica Road. I think level 4 in the Lower Monastery is preferable because you can avoid some nasty spawns. It's also a little bit easy. It's just easier, right? Level 4 after Lower Monastery, level 4 is easier than level 3 because you can cast power level 2 spells and so on. It's just more manageable. On level 3 you get easier enemies, but you can't really cast area of effect, and it's just like your level 2 spells are almost useless. So that's why level 4 is nice. But the spawns are not automatically easier. Anyways, how do we do here? I just rush in, right? It's not like I have an another option. I just rush in. Kill the guy with the most hit points, of course. You need to keep the dagger for the retro dungeon. Oh, please. Haven't I done the retro dungeons since like in the last playthroughs? I think I did. I think I'm free from retro dungeons for now. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Let's kill this one. We can do that. It's still within melee. For 3 characters at least. I should be able to kill that, and afterwards the spiders. None of them is in melee range, so they are shooting, which means they do no damage. Okay. The spiders are quite dangerous if you let them bite you when you are paralyzed, right? They do quite some melee damage, plus they can poison you. But the web shooting, that's just annoying, that's not dangerous. Which means I should probably stay ranged. Yeah, I should probably stay ranged. With the ranger, right? I have only ranger available. And not even the ranger. There must be a speedrun of Retro Dungeon. No, there isn't a speedrun, but I definitely did the dungeons. At least one of them. Yeah, in the Fairy Might and Lizard Magic playthrough. Yeah, which I lost because I died to the temple in the Southern Wilderness. But I definitely did at least the Cemetery dungeon there. I'm not sure about the Wilderness dungeon. I might have done it as well. It's just like not my favorite place.
Look at this guy.
What should I say? So, looks like I officially survived the Lower Monastery. Great. I mean, with this party, it's possible that the enemies that spawn in the Lower Monastery on level 4 and level 5 aren't that bad. Because I have a lot of hit points. I don't really have the AoE damage, but I have a lot of hit points. So I might be fine. I actually never tested it. I know that for like regular parties, you want to just get away. You just want to get out from Lower Monastery at that level. But for this party, might be a different story. Okay, got one. Insanity, here we go. Free skill. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So what I would do on this map, I would show you here, but this is not very good. I would run all the way, maybe even in combat, to the silent room. Because I could use area of effect to kill all the enemies there. Without much trouble. But with this party, with no AoE, I think it is fine if I go rest until I recover a little bit. Yeah, I will be resting. I will just separate the enemies from each other and kill them later. Beerif! Welcome to the stream. Good to see me, thank you. Don't worry too much, hybrids don't really die. Yeah, they don't really die. Unless you get mass paralyzed, right? Yeah, that's the thing. If with this party I avoid enemies that cast control spells, then I should be fine. I should not really have any losses. And once I get some cures, once I will be able to cast cures, I should be fine as well. It's just that you can find some like mass terror enemies in the Lower Monastery on level 4. Right? And there's just so much crowd control. You just die if you don't manage to run away. And if you have like a balanced party with some magic, you can sort of just kill the enemy before they kill you. Or the Sieges, right? Sieges. You can kill Sieges with 2 fireballs or something before it can even do anything to you. Not with this party. So I sort of have to avoid enemies that do AoE damage, that do so much damage that I can't... and I can't kill them fast enough, right? So single target enemies should be fine. Even like enemies that shoot on the whole party should be fine. But enemies that cast spells or spell-like abilities that do damage or crowd control are probably off limits here. For a while.
More stuff. I'll get it.
That's how I will try to handle this. Wait, no, we need to start healing. And I need to start casting Bless with the Valkyrie. Spells. I've totally forgot. Spells. I have to start casting spells, otherwise I will never train in magic. Wow, this guy is good. Okay, that means light. And that means blessing with the Valkyrie. With hybrids, always hug the wall. Well, always hug the wall. Hybrids or not. This is the Rabbit Red party, right? Could be 2 or 3 Rabbit Reds. 4 Rabbit Reds. I may have to abandon. But we will see. I will try the Bless. Just cast the max level. Who cares? Can I? Oh, nice, nice. 1 at a time. Okay, 2 at a time, but... Almost make me want to kill this one, but this one is almost dead. Honestly, Thoughtful Gaming, I think this party can even handle surrounds. As long as it's not too bad. Because everyone is sort of tanky, right? So I can manage getting hit on several characters. And provided I get enough hits in, I might be even able to kill the enemy in that situation. Okay, one at a time. We can do this. We can do this. I may want to move the Lord away, and also the Valkyrie, honestly. We will see. Yeah, Valkyrie goes as well. Please kill before it kills me. Oh, she came back. She came back. She came back. So we have to switch this. I have to go like this, like this. He's unconscious, right? And insane at the same time. Nice. One more. I might be able to win this without running away. Yes, Hunter, exactly. That's the target. Okay, now the samurai is dying. I think I have one more round. Then I have to run. No! I hate it. Let's just fight. Let's just fight. No! I'm not running away. This is all or nothing. One damage. One damage. We can do it. Two deaths, yeah. Okay. Okay. That was a terrible display of terribleness.
Not so bad now. I'm better now.
That was so bad. Okay. We have enough resurrection powers. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have enough resurrection powers. That was a test. That was a test if this party is worth it. The party I will not say succeeded, but at least it didn't fail. Oh, Klaus, how are you doing? What a rat, yeah. And the problem is, I rest now, I spawn more. Yeah, this fight was a little bit of premonition of what is coming for the Arnica Road, right? Enemies that deal damage, actual damage, and at the same time are hard to kill. And these guys didn't even have 30 hit points. I mean, how am I supposed to get through enemies on Arnica Road with like 50, 70 hit points? Several of them at once. Just how? I think I need to go back to our monastery and just train weapon skills. Just train. But I will have to do some skipping. I mean, even Arnica itself with like the Savant Guards, that's going to be so difficult for a while. I mean, I will get some better weapons in Arnica eventually. But like the next few levels until I get second attack, without any combat buffs, right? That's the problem. I have no combat buffs. I have no spells. It's going to be super difficult. But it's okay, I still have 2 resurrection powers. Bloodlust will carry. Eventually. But Bloodlust is a huge penalty to hit, right? So, if you already have troubles hitting enemies and you go Berserk, you don't really gain, right? You don't really gain damage. But we will see. So, equip some random gloves. Oh, it's double Pook's Cap. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, why can't I identify it? But I didn't expect the double Pux Cup so early. These are the tarnished. Some cures. Okay. "14 artifacts." Yeah, I should still train to 18, honestly. Anyways. Let's heal, let's rest. I didn't bless with the Valkyrie again. I'm so bad at this. The good thing right now is if I manage to heal the party, I do not need to I don't need to rest. I can simply go on. I can go to the next fight without resting, without spawning enemies. Because mana sort of doesn't matter. Okay. So I killed the rabbit. The rabbit rats was a random spawn. This one is set spawn. This group is set, right? But you have a very high chance of spawning something when you enter the map, or maybe it's even sure, maybe it's even 100%. The problem is I got level 6, 4 level 6 enemies, right? And I handled 3. I handled 3 very well, and then the 4th one destroyed me. I should have run, yeah. I should have just run away from the last threat, and it would have been like a perfect victory, but nope. Not running away today. Overpike gonna be a great damage boost, 100%. Plus, I will get a spear from the Valkyrie on the ranger as well, right? That's not exactly more damage, but it's I will start training melee weapons. So that's that. Yeah, I will get Bloodlust. I will get Overpike. I might think about Diamond Epi on the Samurai. It's a little bit stretching, but it's definitely better than a bow. Like, this is the problem right now. I have 5 melee characters, but only 2 of them are going to have a good weapon once I get to Arnica. No upgrade, no upgrade, no upgrade. Right, so I might consider going swords for a while. I don't have the skill really, but Diamond Epi... Wait, you can't even use Diamond Epi. Well, I can use Bloodlust on the Samurai, or I can even use Bloodlust on the Ranger and just give the Lord the Diamond Epi. We will see.
More stuff. I'll get it.
So, how good is your scouting?
Hey, look. I must
Easy.
have dropped that.
Scouting is such a cheat, right?
More stuff. I'll get it.
I mean, I have 55 senses. That's actually enough to find these books, I believe. But just the scouting, doing it automatically plus giving you a bonus, just so great. Okay, I don't really care about this, right?
Hey, look. I must have dropped that.
I'm not even going to pick it up. The gadgets. They cost nothing, they only clutter the inventory. I need to rest. I already killed the random spawn and I rested only once, so I hope there is nothing else on this map. I mean, nothing random right now. Thoughtful gaming, never without a ranger. I mean, I don't think ranger is anyhow strong character, but I would recommend a ranger for every beginner party just because of the scouting. Just because of that. It's just so convenient, and like the items you find aren't necessarily good or anything, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of bonus healing and ammunition, which you may need as a beginner. And some of the items are actually nice, right? So it's like good to have. And of course, eventually you can like you can have workarounds, but or even like a permanent X-ray when you if you have enough mana. But scouting is just so nice for the first playthrough. And the mythology is also very useful, but you can have like the same mythology or even better, because I think a Valkyrie has better starting mythology than a Ranger. Or maybe the same, and a Ranger trains a little bit faster because of the senses. Yeah. I mean, mythology is great if you have one character with some points in it, with non-zero senses and intelligence, and you are fine. And it doesn't even have to be a Ranger, right? I mean, for example, a Psionic is going to rock. You just have to give him some mythology for starters. Anyways. Go on. Dennis, you always wanted to make a Gadgeteer and switch him to Ranger at higher level. And why didn't you? Oh, level 3 rats. We should be fine. Okay, this is the set spawn, and there is a bonus for rats. If they are not high level, I'm fine. It's possible that they will leave combat soon, because this is going to take too long. Killing these 7 rats, which are totally blocking over there, is going to take too long for these to stay in combat. These 4 rats might still come. If they do, I might need to run away. Oh yeah, they come. Oh yeah, level 1. Okay, they are level 1. Easy. After 20 years. Rangers is one of those classes you more often skip. Yeah, I would always skip a Ranger. Ranger is very difficult to make good. First of all, alchemy is very slow magic school. It takes forever until it's useful. And until I can actually cast spells that feel good. It just takes too long. Oh, it's extended. So why don't you switch? So the magic is just not that great, right? I mean, if you have no other alchemy character and you want to make alchemy, by all means make a Ranger just for alchemy. But otherwise, there are so very little weapons you can give to the Ranger so that it feels good. I mean, probably the best thing you can do on a Ranger is to give the Ranger Bloodlust and a shield. And go like that. Problem is relatively low armor class. It's like similar to a samurai, right? Ranger and samurai at some point will just lack armor class because their armor is not good enough. And that's when you want to put them back, and that's when you want to have an extended or a better weapon. Yeah, I need to go behind the corner. This is too much damage. The Mook Sword. Yeah, Mook Sword is fine. Mook Sword is fine. You can go Bloodlust. And once you start running out of armor class on a Ranger, you can just go to the Mountain Wilderness, kill the skeleton giant there, which should be doable on for average party, average player, on like level 13, level 14. You can kill that skeleton, get the sword, and put the Ranger in the second row. right? And suddenly you have no armor class problems.
Where are they coming from?
Option number 2 is if your party is so strong that armor class doesn't matter. Because you just kill everything anyways. Then a ranger can do as well, but that takes a while to achieve, right? So for that period of time when a ranger is, when your party is not strong enough to destroy everything, and the ranger is already too weak to tank, then you can just give him the Mook sword and put him in the second row. If you are a Mook, of course. But Mook is actually a really good ranger profession. Actually not bad at all. You have high senses, you have high intelligence, which also means the mythology is going to go well, right? You have very bad piety, which means you are not going to cast that great, but who really wants to cast with a ranger? Did we get another... No, I thought it's Mercutio's Blade. I thought it's another Bard item. It wasn't. Like, Ranger gets his crits from ranged combat, not... So it's like Gadgeted that eventually starts to... Ah, yeah, that's what you mean. But, I'm not exactly sure anymore how the gadgets work. But, yeah, it might be possible that after 18 levels of Gadgeteer you can just switch and don't really care. But I think the level still plays some role. At least for the harder to use instruments, but it might be completely music dependent. I have totally forgotten how it works. I think it's only music dependent, but you can't really get to the point where you will never fail a gadget or an instrument. Anyways, I think there is a red still and some bandits. Oh my god, Dulcimer of Mending. Such a cheat item, right? Like, Bard belongs in every party. If you just want to win... always Bard. Gadgeteer for the triple shot crossbow. I have never seen triple shot crossbow in my whole Wizardry career. I have played some Gadgeteers. I have had high level Gadgeteers. I have never made triple shot crossbow. I've never done it. I've never done it. I mean, at some point the Omnigun is already shooting twice. So of course 3 times is better than twice, but another Puck's Cup. And okay, this is like this Shadow Cloak, right? Which I can't use. Thoughtful gaming for a long time, and probably even still today, I would actually recommend a Bard in a party that is only playing his instruments and nothing else, combat-wise. It's absolutely fine to have a Bard in the party that doesn't fight, that stays in defensive and only plays instruments. Absolutely fine. I mean, you can of course make a Bard a good melee character. I mean, you don't get the fighter progression on melee combat, but you get the rogue progression, which is like, I guess, the second best, nah? Second best out of 3. So Bard can become a fine fighter. Bloodlust Bard is... well, Bloodlust is Bloodlust, right? I guess Bard benefits from the plus 40 strength possible. 45 with Bloodlust. But, I mean, Bloodlust Gadgeteer is the same. Bloodlust Gadgeteer is basically like a Bloodlust Bard with different instruments. But no one is going to recommend you Bloodlust Gadgeteer. I don't know why. I don't know why, but Bloodlust Gadgeteer also has access to items with bonus strength. And you also get bonus locks and traps at the same time. It's better than the Bard. Right? At some point I have to show you Bloodlust Gadgeteer. I guess at some point in the near future I will make a party of good, interesting, but good builds. And I will just make like a good party. And it's not going to be 3 fighters. Just good, interesting build that fit in every party. I feel sick. Let's start with the Langwind maybe. Bloodlust plus strength vitality. Yeah, I feel it's better to supplement the stamina from like other sources than vitality. I think it is better to just go strength dexterity. Honestly, I think strength dexterity is just superior to everything. Of course, some characters cannot afford it if they play solo, right? So I have had many solo playthroughs where I would just go other stats than strength dexterity, at least for a while. I mean, I would never skip dexterity in solo, but I would skip strength. But in a full party, I think just strength dexterity. The stamina just comes from other sources. I mean, Rest All is a great spell to train. To train Divinity, to train Water. So I would always have a character who can cast that. And it's not only the Bard who is going to have stamina problems eventually, right? Every heavy weapon is going to give you stamina problems. So unless you avoid all of them, you will want the Rest All, right? If you play if you have a music or gadgets, you also have problems with stamina. So Rest All is just like great spell. And at the same time, it takes problem of your stamina from Bloodlust. So it's like a win-win, right? Anyway, Poison Darts, that's an upgrade. Monk upgrade, right? Not even a ninja upgrade. So I still am not casting spells with the Valkyrie in combat. I'm afraid today I will really not cast spells with the Valkyrie because I will not think about it. But next time I stream, I swear, I swear I will try and keep casting with the Valkyrie. Yeah, strength dexterity exactly for that reason, right? To maximize chance to hit. To maximize chance to hit, strength and dexterity. 5 secret. Oh, it's a high level secrets. Oh my god. Valkyrie should manage the poison, right? And I can actually cast my spell with the Valkyrie. Oh, Valkyrie should also stamina after fights. Man, I'm so forgetful. I'm afraid they have such large models that it's very hard to get them to walk through the doors. And they also have so many hit points, I will have to reset the fight. HF strictly random parties. What are you rolling? Only the classes or also the stats? And the skills. It's a little bit too random for me, so Yeah, I honestly don't think I would personally enjoy random parties. I like to play what I feel like playing. And that means I have to create the party. I have to like imagine, oh my god. I have to like imagine me playing the game with the party, and I have to have a good feeling. And if I have a good feeling, then I make that party. Valkyrie should manage, right? It's only 1 damage per tick. I can try to heal, but I'm not giving it much hope. Capilapis. Feels like Wizardry it is too long for a random party. I guess it depends what you get. Thanks for the follow. I guess it depends what you roll, right? I mean, you need only like 3 good characters, and you can carry the rest, no problem, right? I mean, unless you literally get no magic, like this party, no magic from the start, I mean. And no fighters, no rogues. I mean, you would need to get like a really bad roll for the random party to not work fine-ish, right? But I guess it's like a personal preference. I mean, a normal playthrough takes me about 20 hours. With suboptimal party, like 25 hours. By suboptimal, I mean like not balanced. For example, this party is probably going to take 25 hours. Full caster party takes 25 hours. Balanced party takes like 20 hours. It's like, it's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. Party size also random. Oh my god. Of course, Iron Man, you just die and you can forget about it. Problem solved, just die. So I killed 1 seeker and I had to run away. Okay, nice backfire. 1 seeker and run away. Is that the strategy? Problem solved. Thoughtful gaming. If you are asking about a random party, like what are the chances of that? Ooh, the thing is inside. What are the chances of getting 6 fighters? Or like, I don't know, 3 fighters, 3 rogues. You know what I mean, just like no magic. What is the chance? What is the chance of such party? It's like almost impossible. You are pretty, like if you get a full party, or at least like 5-6 characters, it's like almost sure that you will get a caster. It's almost sure that you will get like 2 melee characters. It's like a full random party literally cannot go wrong. But of course, if you also randomize the size of the party, then you are running into troubles. That I can imagine. Capilapis, exactly. Oops. Okay, this is a nice block here. Okay, I'm afraid if I go... Yeah, I have to reset. One damage, we can live with that. I have no more heals, I only have potions. I mean, I have some alternative heals, which I should probably start amassing. Three moderate heals. Okay, let's go like this. This is probably moderate heal as well. I mean, what else would it be? Nah, it's heavy heal, of course. Otherwise, I would be able to identify it. I think the Lord looks like he has some mana. It didn't work. What about the Ranger? Perfect, perfect. A nice roll as well. I am so afraid to rest right now. I mean, I guess the solution to the problem is to go over here. Solo Fairy Fighter, let's go. Been there, done that. Video is on YouTube. I used somewhat cheesy strategy for that one. It's not necessary, but I felt like going Rapax first. So I became the Rapax Templar with the Solo Fairy Fighter, and then the game started. Rogue, Monk Fighter. Yeah, that's basically no magic, no mana party, right? With a caster. That's definitely doable. I mean... Yeah, that's definitely doable. I mean, if nothing else, you just go rogue, you let the rest die and go a stealth party. At least one healer, exactly. After Solo Fairy Fighter and Bishop, you mean Psionic. You mean Solo Fairy Psionic Iron Man, Mr. Hook. Exactly. After that, nothing is impossible. The game has been beaten. Capilapis, check it out. And after the party stabilizes, and you think it's just like a normal solo ninja, except it's a fighter, then definitely check out the Solo Fairy Psionic. That's an Iron Man one. That's like a completely different soup. It's like nothing I have done before. And that is like, you can't really do like crazy thing in an Iron Man game solo, because you will just die. You will just die, right? So you sort of have to try to find things that will not kill you. Or have such a low chance to kill you that you can succeed in the long run.
Who is that?
Oh my god. I mean, I still cannot believe that it actually went all the way through, because that's like playing a Russian roulette. I mean, sooner or later you just die, and like the only hope is that this happens after the game is done. So like, this hypothetical death takes place after the game is finished, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, Thoughtful Gaming, have a nice day as well. Talking about that, I will probably have to end anyways. Originally, I just wanted to play for like 2.5 hours. Got a little bit longer. But it's fine.
It's an honor to meet a messenger.
I guess, I mean, I can try to finish the Monastery. I can try to finish the Monastery, and then I can decide in the future if I want to stay on level 5, go level 6, or do some training before leaving the Monastery. Or I can just like next time start poking into the Arnica road, killing what I can, running away from what I can't kill. And sooner or later I will get strong enough to just manage to get to Arnica. And once any party gets to Arnica, You are sort of in a safe spot, and
Hey, look, I must have dropped
it's like
that.
much easier to progress, right? It's so much easier to progress once you are in Arnica. Free heals, safe zones, NPCs that help you. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Just poke and prot, and hope that I will make it to Arnica eventually. So I only need to ring the bell, grab the items, and leave, right? And we don't even have spawns. We do have spawns. What is it? What is it? Please don't be level 6. Stalker Seekers. Okay. Oh, it's the same group. It's still the same group. No poison, please. 12 damage. Oh my god. But no poison. That's important. That's very important. Try to get them a little bit closer. Nice, I got one heal through. Okay, so the Seekers are somewhat scary. But it's only 3 of them. It's like 150 hit points. It's like harder than Gregor. They even do more damage than Gregor. But at least they don't paralyze, right? Okay, first poison, but I still have hit points. By the way, have you noticed how great my internet connection in this room is? I don't think that there have been any connection problems today. I have actually made some changes to our internet network. Gregor is a metric system in Wizardry, yes. And... okay, that's a lot of poison damage. But we should be able to reset the fight here. I may be willing to sacrifice. Oh my god, stop! I may be willing to sacrifice some of my. Oh, I got more moderate heals now.
My gratitude.
Some of my light heals.
My wounds
They are less important.
I cannot function.
They are a little bit less important.
My inner balance has returned.
I'm better.
I really need some luck here. Some successful casts. Okay, I got one successful cast. It's only 2 more enemies. Oh my god. It's going to take longer than I was hoping. I mean, Valkyrie literally cannot die, right? So I don't care. It's the small one, okay. How do you do 1 damage with 1d10? Why not 10? 1 better than 0 still. What are you doing? Oh my god. I have no arrows. I'm fisting with the ranger. Okay, we will manage, we will manage. I think he is shooting next turn. I need a proper weapon on the ranger, but I think I can kill one of the seekers. Good damage. Monk is starting to pay off. Martial arts trains very nicely. Because you like dual wield, right? But not really dual wield. You just attack twice without training dual wielding. It's really good for training. It's like the advantage of the monk. At the very start of the game, the fist damage is really bad. But because it increases with levels, with skill, and because you train faster, because you are attacking twice, it becomes like really good in like the mid game. Eventually, weapon is better than fists, but if the rest of the party sort of stands up for you and delivers the damage you are missing, then everything's fine. Then Monk did its job. I really want to rest, but I'm afraid.
Better.
Now I'm sort of stuck. If there is... Can I heal here? Yes. I only wish Monk had like a little bit more useful magic. Then Monk would be like a really nice character. But because it's psionic magic, it's sort of... I mean, you get stealth, right? So you can always use the Monk as a tank, I guess.
A simple task.
Cobalt, no. I leave it empty because I am training spears, but I don't have any spear. So I'm basically using the bow as a primary weapon right now. And I only ran out of arrows. That's why I didn't use any weapon for that fight. Yeah, I should have bought some arrows from Bourse, and I will definitely need to do that. If I want to successfully get through the Arnica road. I will have to do some. I will definitely have to do several attempts on the Arnica road. Like I will probably have to come back a few times and rest in the monastery, and then retreat. And that means I will consume a lot of ammunition trying to get to Arnica, to the city. That means I should probably go back to Bourse and try to buy some arrows. Yeah, I will get Owl Pike on the Arnica road, and that's when Ranger gets a spear. Spear is very light, so like no encumbrance problems. All spears are very light. Spear is not the same thing as a pike, by the way. Rangers can only use spears, but no pikes. Okay, I should probably give it to the tank in the making. Tank in the making, right? I mean, the Lord is not going to be a tank until I can actually back him up with some heals and support spells. Where am I? But I should probably start building that character. I mean, with this low armor class, it doesn't really matter, at least on expert, what the actual number is. You are still just going to get hit almost all the time. So I don't really care. So it's probably better to like maximize armor class on one character and hope that the attacks go his way, than to try to like separate the armor class items among the whole party. I guess should be enough.
Come back and take it easy.
Also, encumbrance is really no problem at the start of the game. It only becomes a thing once you get like some heavy armor. But not at this point. At this point, like, you would have to have like fairies with 0 strength. And even then it will be difficult to actually overburden them. Because you just don't have the items. Your party inventory is basically empty. You have no heavy weapons, you have no heavy armor. So that's not a thing. Plus I am increasing the strength of the ranger, so yeah, if I give him like 3 stacks of ammunition and like I would give him a mook sword, right? Then there would be a problem, but that's just not gonna happen. Okay, okay, so I actually successfully finished Monastery. Impossible. So let me rest. Before I rest, let me cast Fight. Okay. AI seems to favor low armor class. Nope. That's just your feeling.
Well, that was a nice try.
That is just your feeling. The target selection is random with bias towards enemies, towards your characters that can get hit by more attack types. So, for example, Gregor has a melee attack and a ranged attack. So, you make a list of all characters who can get hit by the ranged attack, which is everyone. You make a list of all characters that can get hit by the melee attack, which is everyone who is in the front or like in the melee range of Gregor. You add these two lists together, so some characters are listed twice, some characters are listed only once. And then you roll, right? A random roll the size of the list, and whoever gets selected gets attacked with the associated attack type. So it has nothing to do with armor class. It's just random with a bias towards melee against enemies who can actually hit in melee. Stealth has no influence on this targeting. What stealth does is if you get selected, if the character gets selected for the attack and he has stealth, then he has a chance to not get attacked. So the enemy just does nothing. Also, I may be wrong in this one. I may be wrong with stealth. But you can definitely still get selected and avoid the attack with stealth. So the enemy does nothing. But I have to admit, I am not 100% sure if there is like if you lower the chance of being selected if you have stealth. I am not 100% sure of that. Judging from my rogue and ranger playthrough, where the ranger was constantly dead. Now I guess the ranger was dead because the stealth character had high armor class as well. It's just so hard to say, because in the end it's just random. In the end, no matter what are the conditions, it's still random. So if there is some kind of bias or alteration of the chances, unless you really deconstruct the program and know for sure it's all just your feeling, or it's all just like bad luck, right? anyways, it's getting quite late. The stream has been long enough. I have done the whole monastery with the hybrid party, and it's not even that I had done what I wanted. I wanted to do more training and get my characters better at fighting, and I'm afraid I will have to do it anyways. If not in the Monastery, then in the Arnica road. But for now, let me actually do this. Little bit better view. Autosave, right? You can autosave the game in Iron Man anytime by just entering combat. Just to make sure there is no rollback, because it can happen that, especially right after a fight, if you, like a real fight, if you quit the game and the game hasn't autosaved yet, then you can lose that fight, right? I mean, lose the progress. You can actually lose a lot of progress if it's a long fight. Anyway. Thanks for coming, guys. It was like really nice after all that long time. The stream was maybe a little bit too long for me, I have to admit. It's still quite warm. I'm getting like really sweaty. So next time I will probably limit it to 2 hours at most. But it was great. It was great to play again, chat again, laugh again with Wizardry 8. So once again, thanks for coming, and see you next time.